Hello my lovely and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to do a weekly plan with me in my Hobonichi Cousin, using it as a functional planner while still incorporating a little bit of decorations, but something very simple, very efficient, very effective, and very quick, because I don't always have the time every single week to make really elaborate spreads. So this is how I use my weekly spreads in my Hobonichi Cousin. If you're ready, let's just jump right in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Seppi and I share with you simple and practical tips to live a happier, more meaningful life. And I love my planners and my journals to do that. So here we are. I just filmed a monthly plan with me as well to show you how I use my monthly spreads. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a struggle because I'm not used to doing a plan with me video where I am talking and planning at the same time. So here we are. I still think it's helpful to see how to use a Hobonichi Cousin in a more functional way. I know a lot of people use it in a very aesthetic kind of way, which is great. It is not for me because I need it to be functional and to just help me organize my life and my brain, and that's why I wanted to share with you in case you wanted to use it in a very functional way while still making it look cute, because we love to journal and we like to make it look cute. So as a general rule, I keep the same formula every single week for my weekly planning with maybe slight variations here and there, but I find finding a formula that works for me is very helpful to just copy paste in a way every single week. I don't have to overthink what elements I'm going to put. I've done a lot of trial and error, and this is what works for me. So what I would encourage you to do is to do the same thing. Watch different videos, watch my video, watch someone else's video, and just see what resonates with you. Try it out, test out a few different layouts, and then once you have something that works for you, stick to the same formula, and that way it gives you a little bit more room to play around with some decorations and stuff, but it'll still make your planning process a lot more efficient. The next tip that I would give is to keep it simple, to keep it at 1 or 2 color schemes. Use things like washi tape and stickers and highlighters to really zhuzh up your page. It really goes a long way with very simple tips. I am planning on making a video of simple ways you can make your journal or planner more aesthetic, but that's a bigger video because I have a lot of tips to share. But make sure to subscribe if you want to get my tips on how to make more aesthetic pages. But those are the tips that I have for you. So let's get into why you're here today, the actual planning process. So the first thing that I did is I picked out kind of the color scheme for the week, and I'll let you guess what color it is. Yes, it's pink and purple, and I'm that organized that I even have the pink and purple journal just, casually chilling out here. Anyways, okay, so always the same formula. I have my to-do list on this side. So I think that this week, let's see what I've done before. I think I used stickers before. So let's just get into it. I'm going to zoom you in and out as we go. That way you can get a better perspective as I'm doing things. So I'm trying not to overthink things and just do it. So this is going to be my to-do list. This is one of my favorite ways to make something look pretty but with minimal effort, is to do using the midliner highlighters, which I really love. I have so many of these and I truly love them. There's this side, which is a highlighter, and then you have the other side, which is like a marker. Great it's super versatile and the colors are really great. So I first put in caps, I write in capital letters whatever I'm writing, and then on top, whether it's with a black pen or a matching color, I write in faux calligraphy like this, and I think it looks super cute, don't you think? Anyways, and then here at the bottom, I write my miscellaneous. So this is a space where if throughout the week something comes up that I need to remember, or for example, something that I want to think about, or maybe it's for next week, it's just something that I don't want to forget and I don't know where else to write it, I put it here. It's a very, very random space where I can just write whatever comes up throughout the week if I'm planning that I want to remember. Although my daily spreads in my Hobonichi Cousin are also used for a brain dump, but generally speaking, I still like to have a space here as well. So very simple here. Actually, I forgot to write the little space this is for my check marks. So as you can see here, I put the dots and then I write the check marks. So I do that instead of using stickers. Again, it's just a lot faster. And I put it right. I create the spread before I fill it in. So what I mean is that I'm going to create this whole spread and then I will add in the information. So write out my to-do list and my misc list. So I prepare everything and then I fill it in. So now that I've zoomed you out, I like to put in, I've also been trying to use my washi tape in my station stationery stash a lot more. I do like adding in washi tape. I've picked out these two. I'm not sure that I want to put any at the top if I'm honest, so I think I might just put it at the bottom. So the reason that I do this is I don't need the full day because during the day I have a full-time job. I don't have much going on throughout the day. Sometimes I like to write things, but then I also like to give space at the bottom for things that I want to do. So for example, if we're Monday and I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking maybe, oh, I need to remember that I need to do my strength training on Thursday, then I write it out. That way when I do my daily planning and my daily spreads, I always refer back to my weekly spreads, and then I can remember, oh, on Thursday, oh, I wanted to do my strength training. That way I can plan it out and remember it. So that's why I like to have the space at the bottom as well. Now that I'm getting back into a more regular fitness routine, I like to keep the top portion to track what I have done. So I'm going to leave that space on top for that. And now that I have the general spread ready, I'm thinking, do I want to add more stickers? Maybe I'll do that at the end. But for now, I think it's good. And now I'm just going to see, it's very simple. I didn't do anything crazy when it comes to decorating, if you think about it. Now, what makes a difference are the colors that I'm using, and then you'll see when I add in things on my schedule in the week, that's what's also going to make a difference to make it look more aesthetic. It's very simple. It doesn't have to be super complicated. You don't need a whole bunch of stationery to make your spreads look aesthetic, and that's what I'm hoping you will get from that. So now that I have this spread filled out, I'm going to plan the week. Now, the way that I do it is I always flip back to the monthly spread because that's where I put down my appointments or anything that's coming up. So this week coming up, I have to work from the office on Monday. I usually go in on Wednesday, so that's something to factor in. And then on Wednesday, I have an appointment at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the weekend for now is not busy. The reason I also like having a monthly spread is I know the week after is going to be quite busy. A few things going on. So that means that I know that next weekend, maybe I want to just make sure that I'm home a little bit more and taking it easy a little bit more, trying not to schedule too much. So that's why I like the monthly spread. So now that I remember that I have these few things going on, I'm going to put in Monday, I'm working from the office. So I don't really have a specific way that I do it, but let's just do it this way. Wednesday, I'm supposed to be home. And then so I'm going to put pink for things I need to remember. And then if I have a specific appointment, then I'll keep all that in the same color. And this week, the only thing that I have going on is that appointment on Thursday at 2 p.m. And that is all that I have going on this week. Like I said, my weeks, I have a 9-to-5 job. So during the day, I am working. There's not much happening. Now, the one thing that I am going to add is I like to plan out my workouts and I like to cycle sync my life. I don't want to get into it too much, but long story short, I like to be aware of what time of the cycle I'm going to be in. So I'm going to be ending the menstrual cycle. So that means on Monday, probably not going to do much exercising and I'm going to be at the office anyway. However, what I will do is, I'm going to get my steps in and maybe in the evening I am going to do my stretching. So I think I'm going to write in gray because I liked how that looked. It's not too aggressive at the top. So I'm going to write out what I'm going to do. So I do like to track my steps. So because I'll be at the office, I will be able to get enough steps that day. And then in the evening, I will just do some stretching, not even aim to do yoga because I know I will be in the menstrual cycle of my phase. Tuesday, I'm going to be home working from the office. So I am going to do the treadmill and I'm going to try and do my strength training. This is also contingent on how I feel, of course, but that's kind of the general plan. Then I will have a day off. So then, day off. I'm at the office. I'm talking about my workouts. So then I will do treadmill. I have a walking pad under my desk and I love it. I've been able to get at least 10,000 steps, if not 12,000 steps a day. And I love it. So Wednesday I will do treadmill and do yoga just to compensate for the strength training and not working out. And then Thursday, again, you've guessed it, treadmill. I like to write how many kilometers and steps I did. And I will do my second strength training. Friday, I am not sure. Let's just do treadmill, yoga. I think my body responds better when I have a day of training and a day off. Saturday, I will do treadmill and strength training. And then Sunday will be a day free, which I don't put pressure on myself, at least one day a week. If I get my steps in, great. If I want to do yoga, great, but I'm not going to schedule it. That way I have a bit less pressure on myself. The last thing that I'm going to do, so I have all my appointments, I have my workout program organized for the week. The next thing that I do is if there's anything specific that I need to be doing on a specific day, then I write it down, or things that I want to remember. So this helps looking at the week before. And I just remembered that I was supposed to go to a belly dancing class on Monday at 7:30 p.m. But because I'm at the office, I'm not going to, because I know that it's just too much in a day. But what I am going to do is in the missed list, remember just things that I want to remember, I am going to write belly dance class, so that whenever I'm doing my planning on Sunday, I can remember that Monday 7:30, so the following Monday, I can schedule my belly dancing class for the following Monday. The other thing that I really need to do is to get a card for my friend who just got engaged. I've been meaning to do it and I have not had a chance to. I keep forgetting, unfortunately. So then on Monday, I'm going to write card, because when I'm going to be downtown, I want to pick up the card. That way it is done, so I can remember that during the day that's something that I have to do. And that is all that I have for this week. And this is the spread as the week goes on. So I won't do it on camera, but I also write a to-do list of things that I have to get done. So for example, if I was getting paid this week, then I would write paying for my visa or any other chores or appointments or things that I have to get done. I write it out here. I won't do it on camera. It's not really necessary, but that's what I put in here. But once that's done throughout the week, like I said, in the evening, I write out things. If there's something I want to do the next day, I write it here as a reminder. If not, it just stays as is. I track my steps, and if I've done my work as well. I also have a habit tracker. So every day when I do my planning, I also refer back to my habits tracker as well as a way to monitor how I'm doing. But overall, that's my weekly planning session. When it comes to my Hobonichi Cousin, I do a little bit more in terms of my bullet journal where I track memories, etc. But that can be a different video if you're interested. I hope this video was helpful to show you that you can use your planner and journal in a more simple way. It doesn't have to be overly complicated, and I still find that it looks cute. If I wanted to, not really feeling it, I could have added some more stickers. I had even pulled out these maybe little washi tapes, these little stickers. Maybe I'll add a few of these. But overall, your planner does not have to be super elaborate to be aesthetic or to be helpful. I know we see a lot of, really beautiful pages, and I love looking at them, but it just wasn't realistic for me. So I want you to make sure that whatever you're doing, you are being realistic with how you're using your journals and planners. And if you want more help on figuring out a journal and planner system that works for you, I have a video on that if you want to watch it. But other than that, that's it. I'm going to leave it as is. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any specific questions. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. It really helps support my channel and grow, and I just really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a lot of love. Bye for now.